Well, collectors, hope that you're all doing well in this nice autumn weather. Today's October 17th, and we thought it was time to do another unboxing video. So I hope you're all sitting down and maybe get a little drink and maybe even a cigar. I find that it works pretty good. So what we've been doing is we've been trying to get caught up since the Mac show, which was kind of a big thing because we had quite a bit of stuff, and then there were residuals that came in after the show and stuff like that, and then we've had our normal amount of goodies that have come in, which we'll unbox in the video, but also what we did too, you guys may have heard of the name of Joe Santucci, who was a very fine collector for many years and passed away a couple of years ago. And we've been working on selling his estate, and we made a visit there last week to pick up some more items, and we'll show them to you also in this video. Also, besides that, we went to a show in Allentown and managed to buy a few things there last Friday. So we got lots of stuff to show you. So, all right, I think I'm ready to get started. And first of the day. Ah, yes, that hits the spot. So I think where we'll start, I'll show you the things that I bought at Allentown, because it's less messy, no boxing involved. So here's some of the goodies. There wasn't a lot of things to buy at that show, but what we did buy, I think, is pretty nice. This first example here is a second model Luftwaffe, and what's really nice about it, it's got the Guild still on the pommels on both sides. See the Guild on that side, and I'll show it to you on the other side. There you go, and look at the color of the grip. It's really a fantastic deep orange, and an airplane gray scabbard with aluminum bands and a nice Luftwaffe portapee. And I'll show you what inside. It's just a killer. Look at that. A beautiful Paul Weiersberg blade, and Weiersberg always nickel plated their blades. They're not polished, they're nickel plated, so they really look great, and they have their trademark. And normally you'll see a Waffenamp with Weiersbergs too. So I'm pretty happy with that dagger. That's a nice piece. And the next piece that I bought would be interesting to you guys that collect different type naval daggers through the period. This piece was probably made somewhere around 1930, 1931, something like that, and then it was updated with the 1938 pommel. But you can see it's early. Notice the crossguard is real narrow. The Third Reich crossguards are wider than that, and also notice the figure 8 bands that are on the scabbard. And look how much this was worn. See how the rope is worn almost right off the designs, and then on the reverse of it you can really see that too. See how even the anchor was worn from being carried? This dagger was carried for a lot of years. And what's also cool about it, it's a depot piece. It has a plain blade, and you'll notice that it has the Weimar M marking for Marine, and it's also numbered. I think the number is 238 or something. I can't quite tell there, but they're both matching numbers. So this was a piece that was given to a cadet during his original schooling, and he kept it over the whole period. You also notice it has a spring type of blade release instead of the push button. So that's kind of a neat dagger. I like that a lot. It's got a lot of history to it. So you figure this thing was worn all through the war. Started out in the late 20s, 1930s. Next I bought a very nice Hitler Youth knife. It has almost all of the plating on the hilt. It's got a little wear there, which you usually see it's caused by the leather strap, but it's not bad. And the scabbard paint is just about mint. I mean, it is really, really, really nice. And look at the leather hanger, how nice that is too. It's kind of a dark brown color. So it's nice to see a great outside. And then on the inside, we have a very nice blade. It's not full mint, but it's not bad. There's still some grain in there. And let's see who made this piece. It's a Puma. And you see that, how it's marked with the Puma trademark, and then it also has the Puma RZM marking. I think they were M727, and also a 1939 date on it. So you don't see a 1939 with a motto on the blade, because they stopped doing that after 1938. This is also a nice heavy piece and really well made. Puma did a good job, so I'm pretty happy with that. And then I also bought a DJ knife. These were, in my opinion, were made to not be worn by the DJ, but I believe that they were made to replace the Hitler Youth knife itself after the war started, because they were a lot cheaper to make. What they have is a hilt that's of aluminum construction with black grip plates, a plain blade, and lots of grain still left in that blade. And then normally they'll have a brown buffer that's made out of felt. And the insignia on the scabbard is pinned. You want to see it wiggle like that. That's good. That means that it's pinned and not something that somebody glued on there. And it also has a nice belt loop. So that's a pretty good thing. I like it. And then lastly, I bought this huge National Hunting Association cutlass. Look at the size of the stag grip and how it's so beautifully curved. Great grain, and it also has a nice National Hunting Association insignia with the original frog too. Actually, this is really a long cutlass. Cigarette ashes all over everything. But the best part I'm going to show you now. This is what I really love. Just look at that blade. Isn't that fantastic? It's a triple etch blade, and it's made out to a Friedrich. What's his last name, Rob? Can't see upside down. Nickman or something?
Reinman.
Reinman. Reinemann, yeah. Look at the beautiful frosting in the backgrounds, and the etch just absolutely jumps. And it's a triple etch type on the spine. You'll see it's got the etching, and then also on the reverse it has a very beautiful etch that features a large stag in the middle. It's an unmarked piece, But isn't that a great thing? I mean, most hunting cutlasses are long, but this one is really long. Obviously, it was custom built for the person that ordered it with their name on it. So that's a pretty cool thing. So that was what I did at Allentown. I only had a couple hours to run around, and this is all I could find. But I can assure you it's worth the trip, and I'm sure there's some things that you guys would like there. I'll show you something, a couple other things. I got two fellas that I know that are collectors. This fellow doesn't live too far from me, and he decided that he wanted to sell his SS dagger, which I was happy to buy. It's a nice piece with good cross guards, excellent scabbard pane, and a good nice hanger on it. You can see the grip is perfect. And also notice it has that thick throat. We see that on the later pieces. And then the best part of it, though, is it has a wonderful blade. Just really terrific. And even better than the great etch on the blade, on the reverse, it has the very rare what we call rat tail squirrel. It was only made for a very short time in 1939, and daggers marked like that are very rare and very desirable by SS collectors. So I'm happy to have that piece. Now next, and the other piece, this came from the widow of a veteran recently, and it's got terrific grip. It's really nice. Good nickel cross guards, and a really fine anodized scabbard with nickel fittings. Runes button is good. It's just it's really nice. Shows hardly any wear to the eagle. And then on the other side, boom, that'll grab you. Look at there. Nice pounded in 6-digit SS serial number. I looked it up, and unfortunately he's not an officer, but we may be able to find out who he is someday, as these guys are making good progress with researching things. And I'll show you what the blade looks like. It's a killer, except it has a couple nicks in it. They're not bad, but they're there. But it's got that typical really black Boker motto, you know. I love to see those things. And then on the other side, it has the fine Boker trademark. So that's an exciting dagger, I think. All you guys that like SS stuff, everybody's looking for a numbered dagger and an early one, so they're hard to come by, but this is a beauty. I'm really thrilled with it. That's that pair. And before I unbox things, I'm going to show you some of the stuff that I got from the Santucci collection. We're looking at a couple of hats here, caps, peaked caps, and a Hitler Youth Leader brocade belt. This cap is just a veteran's cap, but it's in really nice condition. No mothing, no problems, and you can see the swastika and the Veterans Memorial are all in the pattern on the band of the hat. So that's cool to see. And then the inside is in great condition. It's It's marked with the Veterans Memorial also inside with the maker mark, and still has the original diamond in it. Also, the original wearer's initials are in there. See those two metal initial plates? So that's kind of cool. Can't see them, Ub? And then the next cap is, it's a beautiful, full mint condition piece. A lot of you are probably wondering, gee, what the heck is that, a post office, or what is it? Actually, what it is, it's a civilian auxiliary that worked with the Luftwaffe at airport control. And they're always piped in red. They have the aluminum insignia, very small eagle. And then the wreath is a swastika in a within oak leaves with wings on it, similar to Luftwaffe, kind of ties it in. And look at the condition of that brim. Boy, that thing is like brand new. Fantastic. And then we look inside, and we got the same great thing here. The whole celluloid diamond is there, and the sweatband is all in perfect condition. Really a beautiful cap. Very, very nice cap. And then on this belt is also a very rare belt. Hitler Youth Leader. You'll see that there's some wear in the brocade. It's not something that could be repaired quite easily, because it's not frayed, it's just a little wear, and it would be just a matter of darkening these aluminum brocade pieces in the center where they're worn, or just leave it alone. The buckle has a great raised out Hitler Youth eagle with the Blütenlehre around it, and then inside, get this right here, you can see that it has the RZM marking on the catch, and then the interior of the belt is lined in kind of a tan canvas. But these are very difficult to come by, and for you guys that collect Hitler Youth, that would be a good find. Okay, guys, that hits the spot. Next, we're going to look at this big box here. It has some more Santucci things in it. If I can get her open here without spilling my drink. Yep. Okay. Now, these were some of Joe's swords, and as you can see here, here's a beautiful Luftwaffe example. It's got the gilded swastikas and nice hanger. The grip leather looks like it's perfect to me, and the same on the scabbard, perfect leather. And let's see who made it. It's one of those light etches from F&A Helbig, but it's all there, if you can see it. So that's a very desirable piece. And then here's an early sword. Boy, this is really nice with the patina on it. And look at that beautiful pommel and crossguard. Perfect leather on the grip. Yeah, on both sides. It's got the crescent hanger. And the scabbard is great too. Look at the patina of the silver. All the leather is perfect. There's not a spot in it. It's really, really rare to see something like this. It's just completely original and beautiful. And let's see who. Oh, of course, I should have known. It's made by the Carl Eichhorn firm. Beautiful full mint blade. So a real early one was Waffen Amp too. A real early one like this in untouched mint condition is really, really a desirable sword. Old Joe had great taste. And then we've got a really good-looking naval sword. It's got the folding clamshell. The grip wire is a little bit loose here, but we can probably fix that. And it's got the original knot on it, nice naval knot. And see that cat's anus stuffing there? I love to see that on naval things. Does this sword have? No, the sword doesn't have the eyes in it. But let's see what we got here. Yeah, it's a plain blade. Ah, I see why it doesn't have the eyes. Yeah. What we have here is a depot sword that's got the N mark on it for Nordsee, which is the harbor at Kiel. You can see that there. And I think there's a number stamped down here also. And because it's a depot piece, it has a plain blade. But look at the condition of the blade. Oh, with a quill back and all. Yeah, that's really a nice thing. And it has yeah, it's got the marine stampings on the ricasso, and also it was made by Horster. That's an early Horster mark that's stamped. You only want to see that mark stamped, not etched, or you're looking at a bad thing. So that's a pretty nice sword. I like that. Completely untouched. Got everything you would want if you're after a depot model. Well, also with the quill back end on the blade. That's quite nice. And then lastly in this box, ta-da! An SS officer's sword, Degen. Boy, that's it's got that real nice ebony grip, all nickel, and the ebony was varnished after when it was new, and the varnish wore off from the man's hand. But see how there's a nice, beautiful D-guard, and the quillen end with the little half drilling in it. That's what you want to see on officers' pieces. And a nice knot that absolutely is original to this piece. You can just see it's never been untied. Really cool. So let's see if there's anything inside here. Sometimes there are. No, but that's a nice knot, and you'll see on the top of the sword. See that this has the built-in nut. It's not a separate nut. Sometimes they're separate and will screw out. This one is built into the casting with a nice silver pommel on it. And let's see what the blade looks like.
It's monogrammed, you know.
It is?
It has initials, yes.
Oh, I didn't even know that. Boy, look at there, yeah. You want to get that up? It's initialed to the original owner. Do I have it right side up where you can see it? No.
IF.
Got her?
LF or IF. Yeah.
Uh-huh. And let's see what the blade looks like. Oh yeah, a real beauty. Boy, it's a long thing. This thing's a mile long. This guy must have been 10 foot tall. Wow, what a long sword. It's an unmarked blade, like you see a lot of the early ones, and then it's got the Kulzer Zeichen stamp on the scabbard throat. Boy, that's a long blade. This guy must have been 6'6". And the scabbard paint, too, is really terrific.
Oh. No, it was just too much stuff on the table. It's not coming out.
Okay. Well, take my word for it, it's there. And here's a sword that I also got this week, not from Santucci, but from another source. And it's quite a nice field marshal, Eichhorn field marshal sword. And it's interesting because you'll note it just has the oak leaf on the languette. This is a very early rune pattern. And this was the way Eichhorn made the rune patterns rather early on, and then they changed it later on in the period to the Wehrmacht type eagle. It's got its original portopee on it. And what's interesting about the sword too, other than the hilt, it has a very nice mint blade, and on the reverse of the blade it has a dedication that's really beautifully done. It's gold highlighted, and it says "For meinen Führer Adolf Hitler, 1938." So he was kind of declaring his admiration for Hitler on the blade of his sword, which is kind of neat. And also the 3541 trademark. So this is kind of a special sword because of the dedication and the fact that it's that early. Oh, also I forgot to mention too, there's a monogram on the languette, the original owner's initials. So that's pretty cool, I think. Alright, and next I'm going to show you some headgear that we got from Santucci. By the way, the helmets that you see here are from my personal collection, and they're not for sale. I like the ones that have this kind of stuff. This one is my favorite. Every place that this soldier went is painted onto the helmet with a big swaz in the center. You can see all the places all over Europe. He went through the whole war, and you can see he was with the 29th Division, and he's celebrating D-Day, and they're going home, June 1944. Isn't that cool? It also has a great liner, and the chin strap is still with it. This is just a shell, this one, but it is still great because it's got all the names of the buddies that this guy was with in an artillery regiment, the 112th. It's really cool. Look at all that stuff. Just fantastic. I love it. All the great names, and just a wonderful helmet. And then the last one is pretty simple. It's just dated 1944 on the top, and it has Germany, England, Luxembourg, It's a Luftwaffe helmet, by the way, with a nice decal. Belgium and France on the reverse, and the liner's in good shape too. It's missing the drawstring and the chin strap, but it's a very nice helmet. So that was just to add a little decoration to our display area here. And now I'll show you. I got some helmets from the Santucci collection, and that's why I brought these out. Glad I brought that out too. Let's see here. I'll start with this piece. This helmet, untouched. It's a an M40 single decal, and I'm pretty sure that's a naval eagle. Looks like a naval eagle to me. It's got that gold look, and it has a fairly good liner. It looks like somebody replaced the drawstring with a shoestring, but it looks like it was done during the period. So that's, you know, just a nice untouched example with really a great decal, and navy too, so that puts it into the pretty good valuable category. Here's the next one here. This one, I don't know, it's an M40. Most of the decals kind of damaged. I don't know if there's anything really special about it. The finish is still pretty good, and the liner is good. Looks like the drawstring was replaced, but it's still got the original chin strap there. So that's not a bad helmet. This next one is, wow, this is another M40, and look at the condition of the decal. Just really, really, really nice, and the finish is terrific. Hardly shows any wear. That's a great helmet, and the liner is still all there with the original drawstring. That's a real winner. It's a ET64 helmet. Not real big, but nice. Now this one, this one is really cool looking. It's got a chicken wire cover on it, and it's got a decent decal. And it looks like the guy that wore this took a pretty bad bash from something. I don't know whether he survived that or not. I assume the chicken wire is original, but it's hard to tell with these kind of things. But there's no no liner in it. I guess you could replace the wire, but to age it like that is, I don't know. But that's got a pretty cool look to it, though. It's an M42, you know, without the bent over rim, the straight edges. So that looks like it's been through a lot. All right, let's see what's next here. See what's next. All right, here's a Luftwaffe M40. The decal shows quite a bit of wear, but it's still there. And it looks like this helmet may have had some white white paint on it at some time. It appears to be, and it's got a ding here, but still it's got some character to it. Yeah, that's got to be white paint that's on there. And then the liner's kind of rotted. The inside of it is kind of gone, but at least it's there. That's an EF64. I hope you like helmets, because a lot of guys collect them and they're pretty interesting. They're not really my field of expertise, but I like them too. Ah, good, we're lit. Got more though. Got more to show you. All right, here's an M42. It's in fairly good condition. The insignia is not too bad. An army helmet. See, the original green color is still pretty good, and the liner's all there. It's missing the drawstring, but not too bad. It's the liner's marked 57, and the helmet does that have a mark on it? Just a rear stamp on it, not a maker mark per se, but that's pretty cool. Let's see. Yeah, here we have another. This is kind of a small helmet. It's an M40 with a very good decal on it, and nice finish. And let's see what it looks like inside. Oh, it's got a good liner, and the original chin strap is there yet. See, that liner's still in pretty good condition. Let's see if this one is marked at all. Yeah, it is, but I can't read it. But that's not a bad helmet. And let's see what else is here. Yeah, this one I really like a lot. It's just look at that baby. Oh man. It's an M40, and obviously it was painted white, and it doesn't look like our original wearer did too well. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shells that went through the side of it, so I hope he wasn't wearing it when that happened. Still has the chin strap. It's been around. It's got some rust on the brim here and so forth. But just the look of it is really cool, I think. I mean, that doesn't get you, nothing will. And the inside, the liner is still good. It's a kind of a tan color leather. Oh, and here's where a couple of the bullets went through there too. Yep, they line up with what's outside there. So that's something you don't see very often. You can also see originally, what is that? That decal, I'm not sure what that is. It looks SS, but I don't know.
It's SS.
Looks SS, doesn't it? Wow. So this is something special then if it's SS too. Wow. You think it's SS, Ob? It looks like it, doesn't it? Well, we're back again after discovering those SS runes on that white painted helmet. It kind of got me. I had to go get another drink. Scary, that stuff. Ah, yes. Well, we got one more helmet from the Santucci estate, and I know you guys are really going to like this one, and I know this one is SS. This, guys, is a M35 double decal SS helmet of very large size. You can see the runes are still in fairly good condition, not bad at all. The original black finish is still mostly here on the helmet. And on the other side, I don't know why, but a lot of the national insignia is rubbed off, but we see that sometimes. And it's got the original chin strap and the liner inside. The drawstring looks like it may have been replaced, but it's quite a helmet here. It's marked G58, so that's a pretty big size helmet. Look at that sucker, huh? Isn't that great? That's the kind of thing you just do not see today, and very, very expensive too. But I can see why Joe wanted that helmet. So, and just one more thing to show you. I think this is neat. This doesn't come from the Santucci collection, but it's a great tropical pith helmet with the sand goggles on it. It gives it a pretty cool look. And nice white tan canvas with the Wehrmacht national insignia. And the leather is still really good around the brim here. It's not all worn. The chin strap is still intact. And it's still got a pretty good sweat band in it with a maker marking on that sweat band. Got to be careful, this looks very tender here. So there you go. So that's going to be the end of the headgear for now, and we'll start opening some boxes and see what's in there. So I hope you enjoyed all that stuff. If you're not headgear guys, I guess it was probably boring, but I like to show a little bit of everything so that no matter what you collect, eventually you'll see it in these Whitman YouTubes. Alright, so let's see. We'll go to the first box here. Let's see what this is. Somebody wrote and told us that maybe we should put a sticker over the name on it, which maybe is a good idea. You never know. Well, let's see what we got here. Looks like we got a lot of reinforced tape here, but we should be able to get through that without any real problem. And he paid $66 to send it, so it must be something that's pretty valuable. I hope. Well, let's see. It says Happy Unwrapping Day. There you go. This guy's on to me. Well, so far it looks like some nice dagger bags here. Let's see what we got. Maybe we'll pull them all out and then we can get the box off of here. Looks like we've got 4 daggers here, and they're all in nice bags. I like those bags. I don't know why. But let's see. Happy Unwrapping Day. See, this guy's on to me. You got that. Wow. Let's see what this collector has sent me here. If nothing else, I got some good bags. Oh, here we go. We got a little letter in here too. Alright, he just told me what it is. I know that's a Navy dagger. In the scabbard backwards, I don't know why, but there you are. Looks like an acorn piece by the looks of the crossguard and the scabbard. Beautiful gilt on the hilt too, and you can see the gilt still in the around the recesses of the scabbard bands. But the dagger was carried, and a nice color to the grip too. I wonder whether this is an ivory grip. Boy, it sure looks like it to me. Let's see what he says here. That looks like an ivory grip to me. Well, he doesn't say, but let's take it out of the scabbard first. Yeah, beautiful blade. That's the fouled anchor blade. And let's see if it was an acorn or not. See if my guess was right. Oh, I'm right again. If it's an acorn. Yeah, that's an acorn all the way. And an acorn scabbard. I just want to see if this grip is just deceiving or whether it's really an ivory grip. No, it's just deceiving. I see the wood in there. Yeah, no, it's a wood grip. See, you can see the wood in there where the celluloid's over it. But the celluloid's in such great condition and all, and so tight that it looked to me like it could be ivory, but it's not. But it's still a beautiful dagger. So I like that. Nothing wrong with that piece. Oh, there it is, and we'll put it in the scabbard right this time. Yep, there it goes. Okay, that's one. Let's see what the next piece is. Another piece of paper. I guess we should put these papers together. Oh, this is looks like an Alcozo, the way the scabbard is bent. Beautiful grip too. See how dark it is on the front, and it fades just a little bit on the back. Nice pommel. That looks like an Alcozo pommel too. And well, all I can say is it better be an Alcozo dagger. Wow, great blade. Beautiful blade. Oh, I'm good. I'm telling you, there it is. Alcozo. See, you can collectors, you can see how the scabbard is so curved, much more than a normal Luftwaffe scabbard. That's how you can tell an Alcozo right away. Plus the crossguards are narrower than any other crossguards, and the pommel has a unique shape too. They made their own parts. Ah, that's good. So that's a very nice piece. I like that a lot too. Good quality, good condition. Let's see what we got here. Oh, wow, looks like a really fine SA dagger with the belt loop and an early hanger. Nice grip, good nickel fittings, good anodizing. It's marked TH there, if you can see that. And good anodizing on the reverse too. Now let's get a look at the blade. Oh yeah, wow, nice deep dark motto. And we'll see who made it. Oh, a Gebruder Heller. That's where they have the Heller with the stamping, not the Heller with the anchor. It's a different company. They just stamped it horizontally along the bottom ridge of the blade. So that's a good thing. I notice, hear that clicking? What that is the weight in the dagger has come loose at the bottom. The weight was held in by the screws, and that weight was used so that the dagger would balance properly at a 45-degree angle. if the weight wasn't there, the dagger would fall over like that. So you'll find these weights on early daggers like this. And it seems like the weight falls back into place, so there's not much to worry about there. So this is a very nice piece. I like that. And let's see what else we got here. Another letter and a nice army dagger. Let's see. Yeah, this looks really good. It looks early because see how close the pebbling is on the scabbard? That's what you see on early pieces. The later pieces aren't as close pebbled as that. And it's got a nice grip, a nice hanger. I'm not sure who made this. It looks like it could be a Horster, but I'm not completely sure, so I don't want to gamble on this one. But we'll see what it is. Oh, it's tight. Wow, another beautiful mint blade. Mint, 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 mint. Wow, is that nice. Terrific blade. It's another Alcozo. See, but this is the early form of Alcozo. The earliest form. And you don't see that very often at all. In fact, this is the first type eagle that they used. So this is a dagger that should be of interest to type collectors, and that's why you see that close pebbling too. So that's some pretty good stuff. Nice porta-pee. I like that. I like all of those. You guys like that? All right. I hope so. All right. We'll put them back, and we'll go to the next box. Okay, I have a couple more things here that come from the Santucci collection that I thought you might like to see. What do you think of this? Somebody cut the whole sleeve off of the guy's uniform, Waffen SS uniform, Brandenburg group. I know a lot of you guys like to find insignia or cuff titles where it still has a portion of the uniform on it, so I never saw one like that before. They weren't very neat in the way they cut it off either. Give me that coat. And then there's one other thing here that I thought was pretty cool. This is a full-length SS funeral sash. It's kind of rolled up, but let's see, get this right. Pretty cool.
Looks like there was an iron cross there, and somebody cut it out.
Yeah, somebody cut it off. But that's something you don't see. Okay, here we go with the next box here. Let's see what we got here. This looks like a pretty simple one to get opened, hopefully. Well, I only spent $13.55 on this, so it can't be anything too cool, but you never know. We'll see. Well, here's a little letter with Thomas Whitman in a box. I don't know what that's. Well, it looks like something in there. Well, that's. Oh, we got. Oh, that's a good. Wow, look at that. An early RAD hanger. That's the first type that was worn with RAD hewers, but it didn't last because this fabric here, as you can see how the weight of the hewer pulled right through the fabric, so they used a buckle on the later types. But this guy had the bullet thing sewn to his early hanger, See how that was done? So that way the dagger didn't rub against his uniform. Because when this was first made, it wouldn't have had this piece on it. So he adapted it to the new style. So that's kind of cool. Let's see if there's anything else in here. Oh, let's see. Looks like a bag of something. Let's see what that is. Oh, a bag of side caps. All right, yeah. Here's three side caps here. There's a Luftwaffe enlisted man. Looks in pretty good shape. Good insignia on it, and I don't see any markings inside, but it looks like certainly a real hat. This hat, really, wow. It's an RAD side cap, but boy, it's the moths had a field day on this cap. I don't know that that'll be worth much anymore, but it's got a lot of marks in it too. All kinds of stuff inside, and well, I guess nobody can say that that one's not real. And here we have a I guess this is artillery soutache. I'm not sure, I'll have to look it up, and it looks like it was an officer's piece too. See, the cords indicate an officer, and it's really well worn. This cap went through the war. Good insignia on the front. Notice the cockade is brocade also, just like the eagle. They did that with officer pieces sometimes, and nothing inside, but that looks like a pretty good thing. And let's see if there's anything else in here. Oh, something else in here yet. What do we got here? Oops. Okay. I'm not sure what this is. I don't really know what this is. This is some type of government service cap. I'll have to look it up. It's not in bad condition with gold mounts. I don't know what it is though. But
it's not a Navy Eagle?
It looks like a Navy Eagle, but I don't know. Maybe it is like a naval NCO cap or something like that. Oh, this just adjusts. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I don't know. It's the sweatband's still in pretty good condition, but the celluloid seems to have been going to time. There is a maker name in there, though. You can kind of see it just a little bit. So we'll have to research that a bit. Yeah, maybe it is like a naval NCO. I don't know. So some interesting things there that you don't see all the time. Thank you, sir. Oh, there's something else here too. What is this? Oh, that's a nice picture. I'm sure that guy's wife or girlfriend really appreciated that photograph. He's a Army NCO. Looks like something he would have had done maybe right after he graduated school or something, so that's nice. Okay. Let's see what we got here. See, you never know what's going to be in this stuff, guys. Well, this says adult signature required, so I'm glad that I was there to get it and not send one of my dogs out or something. Let's see. What do we got here? Oops. That's our little cover of the man's name. Well, we got a lot of paper. Oh, good. We got a letter. Let's see. Oh yeah, I remember this. Yeah, this is a glider pilot dagger that belonged to this man's father. So it's a vet acquired piece here. Let's see what she looks like. He wrapped it good without overdoing it. Let's see. Well, maybe he did overdo it. He did.
You sure it's not a fish?
Yeah, it's a fish. Yeah. Oh no, then there's... Well, he wanted to make sure that nothing happened to it. His dad got it through all this time, and let's see, I find my cutter here. Let's see what we got here. Oh yeah. Okay. Well, it's a glider piece, but is this all? Well, that's not through, so that can be covered with a little Meltonium shoe cream. But it looks like the leather has worn through on the both edges here. See that? But so that kind of takes the dagger out of something for the fussy collector. But then again, it is what it is. It's got nice early fittings. The hanger is still in good condition. Let's see what the blade looks like. Yeah, well, it's the blade's okay. It looks like the Balloon Man, the Bruder Heller, the Balloon Man. So that's not a bad piece. It's not something to write home about, and it's what does it have the more? Oh yeah, it's got the DLV marking on the scabbard there. So, but it's entirely right straight from the veteran family, so what the heck. So that'll work. Alright, that's that. I wish the leather were better, but you can't have everything. Gotta take them as they come. Well, we got one more here. Oh, this one's pretty heavy. Better get this letter back with the knife. Right. I am. Well, we'll see here. Little fortitude there. Well, this guy spent 39 bucks here to send this, and we'll see what it is. Aha. Alright, we got some ID there, that's good. And it looks like it's daggers, because they're all in dagger bags from Tom Johnson. Maybe he bought this stuff from Tom Johnson. All Tom Johnson bags. Yeah. Yeah. All 5 bags from TJ. So let's see what we got here. Must be daggers though, guys. Must be daggers. Ooh, wow. Oh, I like this. Wow. This is really a beautiful naval dagger, in the scabbard backwards again. I don't know why everybody does that, but look at the gilt on the fittings, and it looks like an acorn also with that cross guard, and look at the gilt on the peen scabbard and all too. This is really a high-class piece here with an incredible naval silver bullion portapee with a cat's anus stuffing, and Kriegsmarine hangers. These are the gilded aluminum type. Let's see what the blade looks like, but I'm sure it's going to be as nice as the rest of it. Yeah, it is. Wow. Yeah, that's a real honey. Beautiful mint blade with the fouled anchor motif, and oh, it's a later acorn too. It's the over-the-shoulder one. I'm surprised that this late on they could make such a quality piece, because this is absolute top-notch. Very, very desirable. It just doesn't get any better than that. That's a great piece with the straps in the same condition. That's terrific. Oh, this guy's obviously a quality man. Let's see what else we got here. Aha. Well, this is nice too. An RAD officer, and all the silvering on the pommel and the ferrule. Look at the silvering on the scabbard, and it's still got the blue in the pebbled panel. Let's see what the other side looks like. Yep, blue's still in that. All the silvering here too. We'll take a look inside, and it comes out nice. Beautiful blade. Great motto on it and all. That's really a first-class dagger. And we'll look at the maker mark. You all right, Ob?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's made by Ed Wusthoff. You don't see many Ed Wusthoff RADs. High quality piece. Yeah, this was a fussy collector. Only bought the best, it looks like. Let's see what else is here. Well, you saw the DLV that came from the veteran a minute ago, and there's one that's really in fantastic condition. It's got the nice deep patina to it. I can see that it's going to be an odd maker because the crossguard's a little different from the norm, and it's got dome head type screws in the fittings. Normally they're flathead, but we do see them sometimes, and a nice hanger. Yeah, this leather is terrific on both sides. Yeah, as I say, I think this will be an odd maker. Wow, mint blade, absolute mint. Beautiful. This is just grease on here. See, that comes right off. And let's see who it is. No, not really. Paul Weiersberg. That's odd to see those fittings on a Weiersberg, because they made a lot of standard stuff too. Let's see if the scabbard's marked. Yeah, it is marked. It's got the the DLV thing. So this must have been a later piece, maybe that Warsburg made. I don't know, because it's a little different than normal, but certainly original. Yeah, beautiful thing. And what's next here? Aha! Oh, I like this. Wow. Look at the condition of that, collectors. Boy, is that nice. The plating is perfect. The paint on the scabbard is perfect. Really, really a high quality Hitler Youth knife. You always want to be careful when you undo these to make sure that you press on the snap, not the leather, so that you don't break them. Oh boy, yeah. Wow, it's not a motto blade, but it's absolutely mint. Beautiful, beautiful condition. And let's see who the maker is. Whoa! Yeah, it's a double-proofed Holler. That's pretty cool looking. That's about as good as they get in Hitler Youth. I mean, that is a full mint piece. It's just really, really nice. So glad to get that. Let's see what else we got here. And the last piece. You guys okay? I know we're going long here, but we're trying to do the best we can. Maybe time for the last sip. Alright, let's see what we got here. By the way, I know this guy was right-handed because when I open the zipper bags, I open them from this side. So the daggers are always upside down in them. You notice that? Whereas a right-hander would open them like this, and then they would come out like that. So, little things that make no, who cares, but it's just little things you notice over the years. Wow. Beautiful condition. Look at the condition of this and the condition of the brown leather and a beautiful leather knot, also leather strap knot. Yeah, quality frog, and the paint is just mint on the scabbard, just mint. Well, let's see what we got here. Yeah, that's what I would figure. Okay, yeah, this is quite nice. It's got a Arthur Everett's was the producer, and it's a Luftwaffe motif, but just stone mint. Beautiful etch. And that would be why it has the brown frog too. It was worn by a Luftwaffe guy. And the other side is perfect too. So there you go. So that's it. Now you learned that this guy's right-handed, and also that he has some really good taste in daggers. And I think that's going to wrap it up for now. We're looking forward to next month. We're going to the cornfield show in Ohio with OVMS, and we don't have much scheduled in between that, but hopefully there'll be more things that'll come in, and we can have another unboxing for you. I know that you guys enjoy that stuff, so I enjoy it too, so it's the best of both worlds. So thanks a lot, and we'll see you next time.